Hey guys, it's Riley or Riles Thrifted over on Instagram and Poshmark, and today I'm here with a quick last chance shop with me. So this is really what I combined in like under an hour at Last Chance. If you don't know what Last Chance is, it is a Nordstrom store. So there's Nordstrom, Nordstrom Rack, and then Last Chance, and it is where everything goes after Nordstrom Rack or customer returns or flawed items, all that stuff. And there are only two in the country, one in Chicago where I shop and one in Phoenix, and I've actually never been to that one. They run different sales throughout the week, and this day blue tags were 80% off, so when I go in, I'm mainly looking for the 80% off color. This was actually a bin of kids' shoes. You saw some Bogs boots. Those do awesome, but most of them were priced too high for a resale. Now we are moving over to the women's shoes, flipping shoes over to find those blue tags, and if you look over here, sometimes they actually roll racks out of more desirable shoes, so like Hoka's and On Clouds and stuff like that. And they make you line up and you get a minute to shop, and that includes looking at everything and trying them on. I don't usually do that just because of the stress, but this day my sister did to look for herself, and I actually grabbed two pair of On running shoes, a pair of Hoka's, and the Hoka's have sold, and I also grabbed a pair of Doc Martens, but guess what? They were mismatched sizes, so I had to go back and talk to the manager about doing a return because I don't do returns, but literally there was like a size 10 and a size 8, and luckily he did it for me because that would have been very frustrating if I spent $30 on a pair of shoes I could not resell because they were two completely different sizes. Funny story, these shoes you see here were actually also two completely different sizes, actually, but they were closer in size, I think a half size different, but you can see I just totally missed it. I'm usually pretty good about checking stuff because they don't take returns even when they mess up and zip tie shoes together that are the wrong size, but because he did the Doc return, he also did the what were those Badgley Mishka shoe return, and since then I have again been very good about checking every single pair of shoe to make sure they are the same size. So if you're looking for blue tags, my method is simply just flip over every single pair of shoe, and obviously there's like thousands of pairs of shoes in here, so you can't flip over every single pair, so you do get lucky because not every single person can flip over every pair, so a lot of the times there are stuff left over. I found these blue tag shoes and I'm like, oh my gosh, what are these? They are expensive, and they were Givenchy shoes, so they had them priced at like $350, I think. Yes, and so 80% of that is around $70, I believe. So I did end up picking up these Givenchy shoes for $70. There weren't that many comps or really information out there, but I did find the retail of them to be around $700, I think, and I have yet to get them listed. I don't like listing designer items. It stresses me out, but I just couldn't leave those ones behind. So this is a lot of just flipping shoes over, hoping to find a blue tag, so I do put my camera away until I come across a pair, just so I'm not wasting time, because I could easily spend a half hour to an hour flipping shoes over and only come across, 10 pairs of shoes. But I do get lucky and find a pair. Oh, you can see tags get stuck. Like Last Chance is just a hot mess. There's stuff everywhere. Shoes get ruined being here. Clothes get ruined being here. But here we are. I found a pair of Seychelles. I never know how to say this brand. I did end up picking these ones up, and these ones are listed online, I think, in the high $30 range on Poshmark. As you can see, there are shoes all over the floor. I often check those ones just because sometimes I get lucky and there are blue tags on the floor. Those ones are not blue tag though, but here is a pair of blue tags. These are BOC, which is a brand Born. It is a diffusion line, and sometimes it says BOC Born. These ones do not. I think these are a pretty low end shoe, like faux leather, but they were $12, and 80% off of that is only slightly over $2, and I think the clog style fall I can get at least $20 for those. And I'm so bummed because I saw, oh right there, yes, I thought I passed these, but I saw a blue tag and I'm like, okay, what are these? They're open edit, and that is just a Nordstrom House brand, Nordstrom Rack brand, so I pass on that pretty much all the time. And here I found these. This brand does okay. I've only sold it a handful of times. It does have a relatively high retail, and I think I want to call the brand like Paolo, but I could be wrong. I think I passed on those though because they were size like 4.5, and I do not like to discriminate against sizes, but I will say I don't have luck selling size 4.5. I've mentioned this a few times, but if you did not know, that is the new Sam Edelman logo. I feel like they've been using it for a year or two now, and I'm surprised. That style seemed very out of date to me, but it did have the new logo on it. And as you can see, this is just kind of what I do. I pick up every single pair of shoe, try to find a blue tag. Those are Shoe Dazzle. I have no clue how those ended up at Last Chance because Shoe Dazzle is not sold at Last Chance. Oh, those are Vince Camuto little ballet flats, and I do believe I grabbed these. They're just very classic. They are $4, so hopefully I can sell those between $20 and $25. This is definitely a very shoe heavy part of the video. I love these are Versace platforms priced at $517. I would love to own those. I would never wear them, but $517 I know is discounted, but still out of my price range. Anyway, what I was saying is I know this is a very shoe heavy part of the video, so you can skip ahead if you are interested in seeing more of the clothes. I loved these Sorels, and they were actually my size, priced at $30. I tried them on, but they didn't fit me right. Looking at that clip makes me wish I bought them though, even though they hurt my feetsies. I saw a blue tag sitting there while I was trying shoes on, so I picked them up, looked at them, and they were the brand Bass. And I don't know, I've never sold Bass. I didn't think it was a very high retail brand, so I left them behind, but they did seem like good quality. I've sold that brand APL before, and the ones I sold were pretty beat up, and I think they still sold in like $27 or something. So I would keep a lookout for that brand, although I haven't checked comps in a while, so who knows, maybe it's not doing so well anymore. Here again is that brand Paolo. Those ones were also blue tag, but I think they were also a small size, so I passed on those ones. And here is another pair of those Jewel shoes that I picked up in mismatched size. Those are cute little Kate Spade shoes, but $23 feels a little too high for resale. I did find these Free People shoes blue tag, and so they were less than $6. I found these Sam Edelman on sale as well. I did leave those ones behind because, well, Sam Edelman is a bread and butter for me. It can be pretty hit or miss, like I can sit on it for a while, and for some reason I just felt like those ones would sit, so I passed. Those super sparkly shoes that were just on screen, that is a pretty good brand to be on the lookout for. They are like more designer. I can't remember the brand name, but here they are again, and I believe I do find another pair, so maybe we can catch the brand name. I actually went to Last Chance a few days ago but did not film, and I had a much better shoe day than this day. Some days are better shoe days, some days are better clothing days, some days just aren't that great in general. I think this one was like pretty mediocre, but at least I got a few things and I can show you guys some brands to be on the lookout for. Coming up here is a pair of beautiful Versace heels, and I would love to own these, but again, $400 is just out of my price range for a pair of heels I don't have an occasion to wear. And even if I did, again, still out of my price range. Those are blue tag. Those are Mark Fisher, a good bread and butter brand for me. And I've actually sold those ones before, but I passed on them for some reason. I will say one thing: when I come across duplicates at Last Chance, sometimes if I find them boring to list, I won't pick them up again. So I found these Clarks blue tag, but it was a single. However, I found the match just a little further down, and Clarks is a brand I tend to sit on for a little while, but these were in brand spanking new condition, perfect for fall with that color and suede, so I did pick those ones up, and they were only slightly over $4. And then I found another blue tag, these Jewel by Badgley Mishka ones. These ones were not mismatched size, luckily, so for, again, a little over $4, I grabbed those. I haven't listed those ones yet, but I'm assuming around $30. And here is another blue tag, Vince Camuto. These are a pretty basic style, and I think they were $4. Yes, they were right about like $4.20 before tax. So I did grab them. I thought about them because I'm like, oh, Vince Camuto is like hit or miss again. Like I can sit on it for a while, but since they were such a classic style, I figured I'd give them a chance. I see another blue tag here and pull them out, but they are BP, which is another Nordstrom Rack brand that does not do too well. It's just a low retail value, and so people aren't seeking it out. So I passed on those ones. So these big metallic platforms happened to be on sale, and they were under $5, so I pulled them out, and they are Steve Madden, which is a classic bread and butter brand shoe for me. I do know some people don't have as much luck selling them, but I sell them all the time and I love selling them, so of course I picked those up. These are Colt Gaia heels. I have never found a pair of Colt Gaia on sale before, so unfortunately I had to leave those behind. These are a blue tag, but I passed. I can't quite tell what the brand is. I think I have an idea. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I passed though just because of the crazy neon color. Those will take a special buyer and I didn't feel like sitting on them. Also, maybe the brand wasn't that good, but again, I didn't quite see the brand. Oh, a blue tag. What are those? Light Stride. I don't think those are very high retail brand, but I was actually watching somebody's. Oh, those are the Boot New York. I've sold those before. How much were they? Oh, $175. So I did pass on those. These are a brand that I've sold before, but I don't often pick up from Last Chance, so I did pass on those. My sister is thinking about those hunters for herself. I did find that single birdie, but it was a single and it wasn't on sale. Do birdies still sell for as much as they used to? I have not sold or picked up a pair in a while, so I have no idea. I was trying to say earlier about the brand Lifestride. I don't pick it up because it's not a very high retail brand, but then I saw in somebody's what sold video that they actually sold a pair for like 25 to 30. So if I can pick them up for $2 to $4 and sell them between 25 and 30, I think that's a relatively good flip for my business model. So I did actually grab a pair a couple weeks ago to give them a try. Those were a pair of Tevas. They were super cute. I love Tevas. Actually, they kind of hurt my feet, but I still own them. But those were priced too high to resell, and I'm pretty sure they weren't my size. Coming up is a pair of Jeffrey Campbell sandals, and I love to sell Jeffrey Campbell and I love to wear Jeffrey Campbell. I say that every video. They are right here. However, this day I don't think I actually picked up any Jeffrey Campbell because there were not any on sale. I wish those Steve Madden were on sale, but they weren't. And then this brand Chase plus Chloe, I was surprised to see at Last Chance. It was only priced at $6, which you know means it's not a high retail brand, and even at $6 I was not going to pick that up. I've had a couple pair of Chase plus Chloe shoes, but they're only a brand I would pick up at the bins. So this is that brand I was talking about earlier. It's March and Mix, maybe that's what it said. It's really hard to see, but I do know those are very high retail brand shoes, and obviously if you see them you're gonna go pick them up because they stand out. Those ones were flawed though. Now we are done with the shoes and I'm gonna show you what I picked up. So remember earlier I was saying that I waited in line to shop for a minute? Yeah, these are the Doc Martens I grabbed for $30 that were two completely different sizes, and I thought I checked both sizes, but actually I think I checked one sandal and didn't end up grabbing those ones. So in my head I just thought I grabbed both. But now it's time to go through some clothes. So those were 80% off, but they were Topshop, and Topshop does horrendously for me, so I left those behind. Caslon, a Nordstrom House brand, those were 80% off but passed on them. And some Madewell jeans. There are always a lot of Madewell jeans at Last Chance, and I used to pay retail for them, but I no longer do. Those were some on sale rag and bone jeans, but they were a size 23 and I think they were a skinny, so I passed on those. I saw a blue tag sticking out, so I went to investigate, and they are actually a new tag pair of Joe's jeans and a size 28, the Molly, which I believe is a flare leg. So I did pick these up because of style and size. In the last few years, Last Chance has become a lot more competitive, so I feel like I definitely have to search more for those on sale color tags than I used to, but that's okay because guess what? There's still enough for everybody. There's enough to go around. Last Chance just actually got a load, truckloads full of dresses. They did 80% off all dresses for like 2 weeks, so that those multiple videos are coming soon. So coming up here, I actually found a pair of NYDJ jeans, and this is a brand I find often at Last Chance but usually skip. But for whatever reason this day I was like, size 14 black jeans going into jeans season, I'll grab them. I paid $3, and guess what? They sold like next day after being listed. So plus size NYDJ, I know people say it, but now I'm saying it. Maybe that's a piece you should be picking up. It was a $24 sale, but still sold overnight. Sometimes I do this. I see a blue tag flipping like the wrong way, and so I'm able to reach over across the rack and grab it. And I'm glad I saw these ones because they were a pair of All Saints leggings, faux leather leggings, and they cost me only about $2. I have yet to list these, but I am excited to get them up for this fall season. I saw another blue tag sticking out, so I went to investigate, and it was a La Femme gown. La Femme is a high retail formal wear brand, and I do like to pick it up. However, I have been sitting on many La Femme dresses for a while now, and that was a 0, so I passed on that one. I have no idea what this is, but it looked cute, and it is a Significant Other dress. Significant Other is a good brand to be on the lookout for. However, that was not on sale, and it was like $56. $46. This is another La Femme dress. It is a more formal wear. There's another one again. That one I'm not sure. I should have grabbed that one because that was a plus size one. However, even our plus size dresses I've been sitting on for a little while. I looks like I grabbed this, but I feel like I put that back because I did not photograph that dress. That print was a Ted Baker dress. I pulled out this Farm Rio dress. I actually have one of these I picked up earlier, like in the summer on an 80% off dress day, and I did list that, but it doesn't have much attention. Here is a shirt that was not on sale. I'd never seen the brand before. It's supposed to, I think, be like Perfect. It was only $4 and it felt nice, so I looked it up and the retail looked really high and it looked like maybe it could sell for $40, so I am excited to get that listed. This sweater was only priced at $6, but it had no brand, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do some investigating. I'm gonna figure out what the sweater is because it feels nice. Let's check out the interior tag, and I'm glad I did because the interior tag told me it's the brand Reese, which is a very expensive retail brand. I'm hoping to get $40 and above for the sweater that I paid $6 for. I found this Girlfriend Collective sports bra for $7, and I actually grabbed it for myself and wore it, but I don't think I really like the way it fits me, so I'm probably going to resell it. There won't be a big profit on that item because Girlfriend Collective is just not as sought after as it used to be, and so it doesn't go for as much, but I think I can still get my money back and maybe profit $5 or $6. Intimately Free People, that's priced at $20, so that's a pass. Here's another Reese piece, and I'm assuming this one was not on sale because I didn't buy it. This was the most adorable Farm Rio top, priced at $30. It had hearts all over it, and actually my sister ended up buying one of them for herself, and I say one of them because there were multiples, and I've seen other resellers in the area actually pick up that shirt, so hopefully the market isn't oversaturated for them. So here's a brand I had never heard of before. It is Edwin, and I did pick these up for $6, and they sold the next day for $35, so I'm glad I picked them up. And I actually did find another pair of Edwin jeans in this trip. I don't know if I show them to you though, and the funny thing is I had never heard of it, but like a few days later I heard another reseller talking about it and how some styles do well, but they wouldn't pick up the skinny jeans, so I guess I'm passing that information along within this brand. Pick up non-skinny jeans, which is a lot of brands these days. I'm not familiar with this brand tag, but the skirt was cute. However, I passed on it. Mauvey jeans, I feel like I've heard of that doing well in men's jeans. Redone, of course, is a brand to be on the lookout for. However, these are all not on sale jeans. I don't know what those are, but those were on sale, and now I wish I knew what they were because they were on sale. I don't know if I figured out the brand, but it doesn't matter because that crotch is completely blown out, and as someone who can do small repairs and medium repairs, I have no clue how you would fix that. So I put those back for someone else to deal with. I found these Commando leggings, and Commando is definitely a Bolo brand. That wasn't the best style, but I grabbed them for a little over $3. I grabbed these newest tags AG jeans, and I'm so glad I did because they sold in a few hours for full price of $44, and AG is a brand I often pass on, so I don't know why I decided to pick those up, but I'm glad I did. I did find another pair of AG jeans on sale, but I'm pretty sure I decided to leave these ones behind because they had a weird mark on the leg. And actually, wait, did I decide to pick these ones up? Because then I was like, wait, maybe that was manufactured that way. So I don't actually remember what I decided to do with those. Then I grabbed these Girlfriend Collective bike shorts for $8. I was hoping they would move fast because I probably will only sell them between $20 and $25, but they have not had that much interest on them yet. L'Agence is always a good brand to be on the lookout for, but those were a tiny size and not on sale. They were metallic though. Here's another pair of Edwin jeans. This is the other pair I picked up. This pair is not yet listed. Wait, actually, this might be the pair that was, no, wait, these aren't listed. I don't remember. I don't think these are listed yet. So hopefully those ones move as fast as the other ones. Then I found another pair of Commando pants, and these ones are all over sequins on sale. So I paid almost $8 for these, but I hope these move soon for the holiday or New Year season. They are listed and they have some interest. I like these gauzy Madewell pants we're about to see. I dropped something, I guess, but they were not priced within resale value. I mean, they were $11, and once upon a time that maybe was worth paying to resell, but they're not anymore. Guess what? I've also sold those Page jeans, so I'm going to throw up a comp for those real quick, and those moved pretty fast as well. They were flawed though, so I didn't get as much as I was expecting to get, and guess what? They say things come in 3, and I found these Commando joggers on sale, so those are listed as well and hopefully move soon. Alright guys, that is it for this shop with me at Last Chance. Here is my cart. It's actually not as full as it often is, which is good because I ended up getting a lot of stuff these last few weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like reseller content, feel free to subscribe, and I will be back with more Last Chance shop with me and haul videos soon.